Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to my No Man's Sky video. This is Shallow Magi, and this is episode 22 of my Fresh Start series. Recap of episode 21. I believe, started at the pirate station. We pretty much finished the Voice of Freedom quest chain. Of course, I went and sent my frigates out on a mission. Um, Went ahead to the settlement, and I think, yeah, we upgraded a building, and then I decided to um, we went to an Atlas station just to get one of those out of the way. We got the dark matter recipe, and then I decided I wanted to go find a planet and build a indium mining base. And I found a planet. It's pretty nasty. Aggressive sentinels, nasty nuclear storms. And I had found a hotspot for activated indium and radon, but I couldn't find an electrical hotspot. So after the episode ended, off camera, I went ahead and on that planet, I did find a hotspot that gave me all three of those. Um, yeah, I got three hotspots, and I know one of them is activated indium. The other two, I'm not sure what the gas is. It may be radon. But anyway, and while I was doing that, one of my frigates got critically damaged, so I had to recall him back. So this episode, I'm just going to be pretty much focusing on building the indium mining base, because indium is going to be, or activated indium is going to be incredibly important for me to have. And so it's probably going to be a lot of cuts and editing. This won't be like a straight sort of playthrough. So, yeah, I am going to pretty much head to that planet and start building a base. So stick around. Okay, hey everyone, I am on the activated indium planet, and I am not seeing my save beacons. Now, I did, while I was searching for those hotspots, I actually found a crashed freighter, and I put a save beacon down there. So I'm going to head over in that direction. I also built a solar panel just to satisfy the quest log thing. See, I'm going to head over to that area and see if I can locate my other save beacons. I do believe I put them down. I hope I did. So I'll see you there. Yeah, so as you can see, I did throw down the save beacons. I've got my activated indium. Looks like the other one happened to be radon, and my green over there is for electricity, electromagnetic. I got in a bunch of scuffles here with sentinels constantly, so I'm going to have to build tiny little shelters, each one of these spots, just to stand in so they don't mess with me, and plus so I can avoid the hazards while I'm building, but shouldn't be a big deal. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and locate, triangulate, try to get dead center to sort of cut my distances down from each of these. So I will see you then. Okay, so I found the center. I got my indium spot over there is 223U away. Behind me is my electromagnetic 200U, and my radon is 220. So I'm pretty dead center in between these. That is some good distances, and the weather is like relentless here. I had to hurry up and just build a small little shelter just to pretty much stay alive. So I'm just going to kind of fill this in a little bit. All right, and first spot I'm going to head over to is the electromagnetic, and I'm just going to fly over there. Yeah. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and blow a real big hole in the ground, and that's just going to be my my connector for my wiring. I'm going to have to make um, at least one connection, pretty much, and I'm going to go ahead and sit a flag down. Let me jump in this hole. Yeah, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw a flag down real quick, and I'm going to scale it really big so that I can't miss it. All right, here we are, and I'll meet you over at the hotspot. All right, so I'm at the electromagnetic hotspot, and I got all these sentinels here harassing me. Um, but I got a shelter up, so I'm not affected by the elements. And so far, this seems pretty good at keeping the sentinels away. I mean, if they get in my face, I'll just kill them. I'll just stand in here and kill them. So I'm going to get started with the hotspot. All right, I'm just going to set up some concrete triangles around my save beacon right here, and then I'll go ahead and move that out of the way, and I'm going to throw down some electromagnetic generators, and yeah, I think 4 of them. That's pretty much my normal sort of number for these, and that should be good. Let me see. I think I might need to move this out a little bit. Yeah, a little bit more room to work with the wiring. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and, well, first I want to see what direction the base is at. Okay, so the base is right over there. So I'm going to hop one out of here, and I'm going to make these guys even more mad because I'm going to blow a big hole in the ground right here. And let's throw a light box down in there. All right, and that's all I need. Now I can jump back in here and stay protected from the elements and all that crap. And yeah, I'm just going to wire these puppies together. Let me get my bearings here where I'm at. Yeah. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I like to start at my connection point, which for me is a light box. You don't need light boxes. You could simply just make a straight up cut right on the ground, but I kind of like light boxes. So get these things wired up, and then I'm going to, okay, so they're all wired up, and I am going to head off, or no, I'm not going to head off yet. Actually, I'm just going to close this thing up. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Oh, do that real quick. And I think I wound up. Yeah. No. All right. Thought I dropped one in the middle there. Okay. I'll continue to close this up. This is pretty much done now, except for the walls. All right. And then I like to put the little wooden window things. And then I'll put a just straight up wood on for the third. Yeah, for the third section. Okay, and we are almost done at this spot. All right, and then of course I have to have my floorboard on the outside, because if you don't do that, there's like no way of getting these triangles freaking connected here. So That just makes it so much easier to, yeah, to get these things set up. All right. All right. And this spot is done. There's my flag hookup. So I'm going to run over to my flag with a electric line, and I'm going to go ahead and take this whole thing down right now, and I'm not going to need it anymore. All right, and I'll meet you back at the flag. All right, so I just got my wiring hooked up here at the flag, and I am not going to need this flag anymore, but I'm going to go ahead and, well, you know what? I am going to need it because I didn't make a connection at the base. So I'm just going to leave that there because I got to come right back to this. All right, so get over here to the base. I'm going to go ahead and pretty much just blow a hole right here in the middle of the base and throw a light box in here. Okay, and then we'll get a wire started and head right back to that flag. And then I will have I'll have a power source here. So all right. So this is done. And I'm going to go ahead and just pretty much seal that up and take my flag. All right. And let's see. Now it's off to the indium spot. And man, I need to build a shelter like yesterday. I need to hit my shields and then hurry up and just put a freaking shelter above me. This is crazy. All right. I think as long as I can get a little ceiling up here, I should be okay. There we go. Yeah. So I'm good to go with that. And I'll just throw a wall down right here. And I think that's... So what I forgot to do was blow a hole for a connection point in between the base and the indium spot, so I went ahead back to the hole here. And while I'm here, I might as well get a connection from this hole back to the base, and then I'm just gonna make a run back for the indium spot. Let me get some healing going on. Okay, so I got... All right, throw my triangles down. Get to the center spot right there, and then just build my way around it. Okay. Go ahead and grab the little save beacon out of there for now. And let me get my mineral extractors. I'm only using 3. The next step for me is I want to get this whole thing pretty much up and constructed. So I'm gonna put one single wall up. Come on. All right. One single wall. Gotta have my freaking floorboard down because otherwise the triangles will not connect. I'm going to get this whole floor down, and then I'm going to put my supply depots up on here because basically I want to get this whole thing piped in and wired before I even really worry about closing it up. Okay. So first things first, I have to basically just blow a hole in the ground right here. Whoa. So I'll just continue this hole, actually, which is like right under my little spot, and I'm going to throw my electric box in here for my connection. And while I've got that, I'm going to go ahead and make a connection, get these things wired together. Okay, and that's cool. And I'm going to jump back in my little shelter here. Okay. And I think, let's see. Okay. So it looks like this one is the closest to the hole. So I'm going to take a piece of pipe and I'm going to run that pipe from this guy right here. And I'm going to put it right there, pretty much on top of the electric box. Okay. And then I'll take a pipe from there to this one, and then this one to this one. And from this last one, I'm going to start my piping to my extractors. Okay, so we'll get that to there, and then from there to that one. And now everything is pretty much complete. I just need to close this off. So I'll be back when this is all closed up. See you then. Okay, I'm back, and I have to say that's a pretty nice looking mining building or whatever. So I'm just gonna close this thing off. I got a little sentinel snooping around here, but that's okay. So yep, just gonna throw my triangles up and try to get in a good position. There we go. All right. Damn it. Come on. Okay. All right. And it doesn't want to. There we go. Okay, now I can delete this floorboard and think what I'll do real quick here is at least get myself set up, because I'm going to dart out of here. I'm trying to avoid that sentinel. Get myself a wire started. And see if I still hold on to it. No. Okay, so I gotta basically get down in there, looks like. So apparently I forgot to put a flag down here. So I'm gonna make this hook up and get away from this freaking sentinel. Alright, cool. So I actually got some mining happening right now. I'm gonna delete this little building if I can get out of here. And I don't think there's any reason for me to be needing to keep that there. So, alright, I'm going to head back to the base and I'll meet you there. Back at the base, and I think what I'm going to do right now is kind of tighten this thing up, because I want to get a landing pad put on here right now so that I can stick a supply depot and get it connected All right, I pretty much got some flooring down, put a couple of these walls up, and I'm going to go ahead and throw a landing pad now down. So interesting, or the cool thing about this, I'm really liking this alternative landing pad a lot better later on in the game. But to use this, you kind of have to build flooring under it. So I'm just going to go with the original landing pad. But the thing with this is you need a door for this to snap perfectly, even though I've got an open spot here. It will not snap correctly, as you can see. Once you throw a door down, yeah, it could be any door you want. I'm just going to throw this thing here. Once you put that down there, then uh, the pad just perfectly snaps. Now, I hit my L2 or R1. I'm sorry, R1 or L1 two times because I want that terminal out front there, and that's just because when you land, uh, it'll put you in a more favorable position when you get to your base. So I just need to locate my blue save beacon, which is man. Oh, yeah, I grabbed it. That's right. So I do think it's down this way. Not a problem. I'll find it. I shouldn't have took the save beacon away just so I can, yeah, right there. So I'm going to put that depot on this side. And I do need to um, get that piping hooked up to it. And I need to blow a hole in the ground here. So I think that looks okay right there. I'm going to color it blue. Yeah, that'll work. Color blue, just so there's I know what I'm dealing with here. And let's get a hole in the ground. All right. Oh, great. I'm out of. Damn it. There we go. Shit. Okay. Get some piping hooked up to this thing. And I'm going to run that right down in there. And then I'm going to hook up to that and start heading to my spot. Awesome. Oh, so I didn't even get a pipe started, so I'll put that there. And it looks like I've got I built a route underground here to it, so I didn't have to deal with these sentinels. So that's cool. I can go ahead and just travel underground pretty much. Okay. Okay. I may have jumped in the wrong freaking hole. No, I didn't. Here it is. Okay, so we've got indium complete now being supplied to the home base, or activated indium, which is great. Okay, should be all right. Let me hook my shield up a little bit. I've got a interestingly, a sodium deposit I noticed right outside the base. So, I might just put a autonomous mining unit on that thing because, yeah, I'm not too worried about sodium, but it'd be nice to have it. All right, these freaking things, man. I just want to kill them all. Yeah, come on, man. We got. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Out of ammo. Where'd it go? Oh. All right, I'll meet you at the halfway point for my gas. So actually, before I go down to the connection point, what I want to do here is get myself set up ahead of time. So I'm going to make another supply depot. I'm going to jump into camera mode here, and I'm going to throw that right here on this side of the pad. And I'm going to go ahead and color this one, obviously purple. Man, I'd like to be able to get an oxygen hotspot, but I'll just pretty much take what I can get. Okay, and I want to get a hole in the ground here real quick for my connection, and get some piping down really fast before I think my little buddies here notice me. Okay, cool. So now I just need to get my bearings. Okay, so it's down that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get halfway down there, like I do with all my other ones. It's about, yeah. So I'm going to get to about the 100 U mark, blow a hole in the ground, throw a light box in there. Probably put a wire in the light box, bring it all the way back here to the base, and then I'll have that wired up, this time with a flag, and then I'll meet you guys down at like the gas base. So I'll see you in a few. Waypoint between my radon spot and my base, and I've been just mowing down these sentinels. They're like all up my butt, getting on my nerves. So I'm gonna set a light box down in here, and I think I might just okay, get a wire hooked up here and head back towards the base, get a connection established. I had a connection established and I got attacked and I had to fight. Kind of just tempted to just kill every single wave of these sentinels because they are getting on my nerves pretty badly. Yeah, here we go again. All right. Cool. All right, so I'll meet you down at the base or at the radon spot. This whole sentinel operation. Tired of these guys being all up on me. make some unstable plasma. Ooh, I'm out of room. Damn it. Yeah, I need to make some of this stuff pretty badly. Alright. Charge my paralysis mortar up, and let's get out here and man, I need to like seriously upgrade this weapon, but I don't have no slots left. See if one of them stabs has at least one more spot than this. Go heal up here. Oh man. Yeah, this guy's gotta go. Ooh, what the hell? Oh, it's healing. I didn't even see that. Oh, yeah, I got this dude down here with me. Damn it. Come on. Back. I went ahead and switched my weapon. Basically just gives me pretty much another spot. And I'm going to throw that right there. And so yeah, I'm going to get started here with the building of the gas hotspot. And okay, so it's a huge mess here. All right. Right. And again, I'll grab my save beacon out of the way. Invalid position. Okay. And where is the base? Right there. Okay. I'm not worried about these being pretty. Just get them up there. Get a wall. And then get my supply depots set up. And that's good for now. Right. I need my little cheat panel there. Okay. All right, good to go. And so now I'm just gonna take a piece of piping. You know, that's crazy. That wound up landing extremely close. Oh man. So obviously got the pipe running to there, but to keep it a little bit neater, I want to make a connection. I want to make another connection right here, actually. Yeah, right down in there. Okay. And might as well do this. Jesus. Nasty out. Throw this down in here. Let me see if I can get a line from there to... it's not having it. Alright, not a big deal. There we go. And then I'm just going to throw a pipe from there to here. Okay. That's not the right one. Right there. Okay. And now I can get back in my little shelter here real quick. Because it's pretty nasty out here. There we go. Oh, man. All right. I guess I want to hook this pipe up. And to that guy and just take it down there and... whoa. Yeah. All right. Establish my connection to that. And, well, since I'm working with pipe, I might as well get these guys piped in. So one here to there. And then that guy to that guy. And then I'll come down to this one, and that one. And get the hard part out of the way. Get the light box wired in. Ah. Damn it. Try this again. Okay. Get that wired up to any one of these, don't matter. I'll go there. And, okay, immediately. So let's see. So everything is pretty much hooked up. So right now I should technically be getting radon at the base right now. Pretty sure. So yeah, just going to close this up. Hopefully I got enough glass. Alright. I've got that. Don't need the flag no more, and I don't need this hut. But let me just, I want to make everything really quick and simple because I'm going to go ahead and delete this whole shelter right now while I'm at it. Okay. All right, and I'm going to grab this thing up. Where is my starship? I don't even see it. So, and I think that's pretty much it. I just need to throw a teleporter in my base. And you know what? If I got time, we'll go ahead and do this freighter here. And I'm going to cut again. I'll have the teleport down and all that just to save a little time so that I can maybe squeeze this freighter thing in. All right, I'm back. I got the teleporter in the base, and you can see I got my little hookup down there, my wiring, my light box. So I'm going to hook that to that right there. Don't really see a need for a cloaking device. This is just a mining base, and that's pretty well hidden. I'm going to go ahead and name this base Active Indium. Huh. All right. It's not let it search construction database. Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. Got some lights. All right. Well, I just really just want to name this base. There we go. Capture a little screenshot of it. That'll work. And Active Indium. What? There we go. All right, and I will go ahead and upload this. That way, anyone is free to come and grab some free activated indium and radon. And I'm going to cut right here, and I'll meet you at the freighter. We're back. We're here at the freighter, and I'm pretty familiar with generally where all these cargo pods are. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to the beacon here and then try to bust this out really quick, because maybe I can get this uploaded and also maybe go debrief my frigates and stop by the settlement if at all possible for this one video. So that would be preferable. All right. So yeah, we got the quest. Let me get my terrain manipulator and our first pod right there. Okay. And now that I have a freighter, there's a good possibility I might get a frigate module or two out of these whatchamacallits. So let me get the second one here. Actually, I think yeah, I'm just going to jump to the ones I know where they are. Let me oh, I must have got damage fighting them sentinels. All right, not a problem. And charge my hazard. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go over here because there's two that are above ground. So I'll hit those real quick. Come on. Okay. So this is the second one. Corvette part. And now for the third one over here. Another Corvette part. Alright, switch to my terrain manipulator, and let's grab this one. That'll be the fourth one. Oh, yeah, it's right. right here. Damn it. Alright. Okay. I think this is the fifth one. Oh, there we go. Salvage frigate module. Very nice. So, absolutely going to get myself a get the teleporter from my freighter, because that'll be a big help actually. And I am trying to like just bust through this really quick because I would like to get a couple other things on this video other than just base building content. So what do we get? Warp cell, okay. And just one more, and that's about 100 U. That's 100 U, I think, this way over here. Yes. Okay. So hurry up and grab that. What the hell? What's going on here? There it is. You know, one more frigate module would be wonderful. Okay. Well, whatever. Salvage data, that's fine. Okay, so I will meet you guys back at the base. Okay, so they wouldn't leave well enough alone, so I'm just going to destroy the whole freaking sentinel army until the big old ship comes and get another echolocator. So, yeah, I might not be able to record the other stuff, but this should be fine. Yeah, come on, man. What's up? Bam. Not that it'll help me now, but I think possibly if I destroy this whole army, it gets rid of all the sentinels that are on the planet for the time, like temporarily stops them for a little while or something. I might be wrong on that. That might be when you defeat all the waves on the planet itself, so I'm not sure. But I'm much more confident and well equipped to fight these guys in the air than on the ground, that's for sure. Finish this guy off with the knife, and then we'll go for his buddy. Okay. I'll go ahead and heal up real fast. Okay. Try to get out of these, this asteroid field here. right. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, I love the ballista. I love how it just pretty much stops them in their tracks. Okay. Come on, man. Don't run from me. You started this. Yep. All right. Heal up again. All right, here we go. Take the shield out. Get myself oriented here. Head this way. Now, for these guys, I actually do prefer. I prefer the intro knife, absolutely. Just nice and fast firepower. Okay. Oop. Get this dude. There we go. I'm wasting my time up here. I need to go down underneath. Here we are. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so their shields are taken out. Now just kill these guns, and then you just shoot this thing pretty much anywhere you want. Alright. Maybe I'll go underneath. Heal up real quick. Right. Yeah. Any guns up here? Doesn't look like there's any guns up here. Yeah, I'm gonna get back under. Ooh. Got them all wrecking into each other and stuff. Alright, it's getting close. go. There it is. Okay. Echolocator, so I'm going to head right back to the base and we're going to port to my freighter, so I'll meet you there. So I'm just picking up my save beacons, and so I was wrong. I done wiped those sentinels out in space, and I just had one on me. And I'm not going to go ahead and fight all these again. That's just pointless. I will just go ahead and land here. And that should send them away. I'm going to go back to the base and teleport to the freighter. So I will see you at the freighter. Okay, so I'm back at the freighter. I went ahead and debriefed my crew from the mission I sent them out on the other day. And I think I'm going to end the video here because I'm pretty much coming right up on an hour. So I will see you in the next one. Thanks for sticking around. That was a pretty hectic video. And peace out. Later.